Hey y'all, I wanted to do a quick video on my experience with Cytoxan. It's also known as cyclophosphamide, and I mean, some people just refer to it as chemo. It is a form of chemotherapy. I did it for 6 months because I have stage 4 lupus nephritis. Um, Back in 2021, we noticed that like once we got the lupus to calm down with my eyes and my heart and my lungs, it started attacking my kidneys because she just can't be pleased. She's got to be somewhere doing something. So we watched it over a few months. I did a kidney biopsy in June of 2021, and then I did a second one February of 2022, and the one in February of 2022 was worse than the first one. So we decided, okay, treatments aren't doing what we need to. We got to do something drastic. Um, so the next step for me was the Cytoxan infusions. I did them for 6 months from March of 2022 to August of 2022. And I figured I would just go over my experience, what to expect, kind of, and the must haves that you need. So um, I will start by saying they will have you come in. You're going to be there for a little while. So at least a few hours because they have to give you IV fluids, and then they're going to give you the Cytoxan, and based off of how your body tolerates it, they they can give it to you, I think, over the span of an hour or an hour and a half or something like that. And sometimes I would have to have it, sometimes they would have to slow it down for me, just depending on how I was handling it. But they will give you medication for, like, they give you Tylenol, some type of allergy medicine. Some people do Benadryl, but it makes them sleepy. Others will pre-med other ways, like with like Zyrtec, stuff like that. It really just depends on what you and your doctor decide. And then generally, I always ask for a nausea medicine because I don't do nausea. Like, I want to avoid that. So I will say, preparing for any infusion, whether it's chemo or not, hydrate. I try to start at least a week before my infusion, really upping my water intake. And especially the day before, day of, I really try to hydrate. And even the few days, like the day of and the days after, I try to keep hydrated because it helps you. I can feel a difference if I don't hydrate. There's been a few times where I was busy and forgot that I needed to be hydrating, and I regretted it. It just made me feel overall worse. I felt flu-like. It was rough. Um, so be prepared to be there for some time. I always take a book, sometimes a puzzle book, headphones, charger. Some places provide snacks. You can always take snacks. Some places provide pillows and warm blankets. I generally have a blankie that I like to take with me for stuff that my husband gave me. So I will take a blankie and a pillow. I take different book options. Sometimes I'll take like my little Nintendo Switch or watch something on my phone. Just something to help you pass the time. Because sometimes you'll be there for a little bit. Like the infusions I do now, I'm only there for like an hour. But the Cytoxan infusions, I was usually there for 2 to 3 hours. Um, so told y'all what to bring. I will tell you what I experienced from doing the Cytoxan. So my biggest thing with the Cytoxan was the day after I would leave, and the cut, like 2 days after, I would just be really exhausted. Little nauseous, but I asked my doctor to prescribe me something for nausea, and I would take it during those times. I lost some hair, but I didn't have a lot at the time, anyways, because this was newer into my diagnosis, and I had lost majority of my hair when we were finding out that I had lupus. So, highly recommend rest after. I would always go home and get in the bed. If you took that Benadryl, chances are you're already snoring, you know. Um, so just be prepared to be there for a couple of hours. As far as the side effects and stuff, the nausea and being tired would be pretty rough the day of and the day after. But like I say, I had medication for it, and I rested. So hydration helps. I even go so far as to I will prepare some meals before so that we have easy stuff to make. Like with I do a different infusion now. It's not chemo. It's Safnello, and I'll do a video about that at some point. But if anybody has any questions about a kidney biopsy video, I'm willing to share my experiences with that. I will say that I grossly overreacted about that. I had a massive panic attack both times. In hindsight, I overreacted, but it was scary. Um, so that's my experience with Cytoxan. I had a fairly decent experience. I did it for 6 months. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, like, share me, whatever. I love y'all. Thanks for watching my videos, and praying for y'all, and God bless.